Hello, welcome back. Today we have a flip through and a few thoughts about the Egyptian Tarot by Los Scarabeo. And if you've watched my Nefertari Tarot, you will see that I actually get on far better with this one than I do with the Nefertari Tarot. This one, fairly unusual for myself, is ungilded. So it has no gold, not on the edge and not on the cards themselves. I do love the papyrus effect though on all the cards and kind of blending into the border as well, so that works for me. Flipping through and starting with the Ace of Wands, and I do like that they've used the Pharaoh scepter for the wands. They just work better than the other ones in the Nefertari Tarot. You will see that the wands are very much Marseille-like, so you have to be up on your numerology and your general knowledge. You do have a little bit, but I find that it doesn't really tie in to the actual meaning of the card. It's just more for decorative aspects than anything else. You know, why would Anubis turn up on a Six of Wands? I don't know. And why would the Circle of Protection there turn up on the Seven of Wands? I don't know. But I do like it, and I just read them as pips, okay? Just like you would in Marseille. Just read them like that, and the rest is just pretty and just making the card just pretty. Although you do get the oppression from this one, from the arrangement of the actual ones. The knaves are still represented as scribes, which works. The knights are good. And they carry the right energy. Queens and kings are okay. And on we go with the Ace of Cups. So really it's, you know, it's pips. So they're pretty and you just read them as pips. So not much to say, apart from the fact that it doesn't have a direct correlation to your reading, okay? Like these gates, they're not going to be a part of your reading. It's just Egyptianizing the deck. Once again, with the cups, you know my beef. I don't like all my cups to be the same, and all my cups are the same. So, but it's more acceptable because it's pips, right? And they are represented as such, so it's fine. Again, another. No, this queen is actually quite. She's okay. She's okay. She's fine. He's okay as well. He's a little bit grumpy, but he's okay. You know how the King of Cups can be a little bit grumpy sometimes. Okay, here we go. Swords. So you know how I feel about swords. And okay. You could almost read this. The guy resting and the swords kind of crossed and at rest and preventing anything from falling on him. So you could almost read this as a normal Four of Swords. But, okay, so then you go on to this, which, okay, you can almost read that. Six of Swords. And there again, they've made an effort, right? With the boat and the crossing and, yeah. Seven of Swords. I do not know how the Ankh ties in to feelings of betrayal. No, I don't see it, but okay. The Eight. You do get the idea of not being able to move there. The Nine, nice organization. 10, nicely done. I do like the directions that the swords you know, that they're not all pointing in the same direction. And again, this is supposed to be our most energetic knight in the deck. I don't know if you get that. She looks dangerous. And he looks like he's dangerous, but like he's going to cut himself. Okay, here we go. Once again, I'd have liked to have seen Ankhs at the end of the hands, but never mind. And again, the moon god just acting there in the Pentacles. Horus bringing it together. So again, you know, these ones more dissociated from the meaning overall. Nothing much to say. Nine of Pentacles doesn't really scream Nine of Pentacles to me, but okay. Yes, I mean this, okay, I get it, you know, the insignia of power. And that can be a hard thing to bear, so okay, I get it. I almost find him more energetic than the Knight of Swords. And here we have Nefertiti again as the Queen of Pentacles. But yay, look at that, I get my wish. Akhenaten is in pole position as King of Pentacles. So that works. For me, that works better, right? I don't know why. It's all in my head, right? You could argue that. It's all in my head. I do love to see the croc here. I don't think this croc was intended like what I'm seeing it as, but I like to see him because this guy is not afraid, but also he's leaving the old. And in Egypt, the old is represented by the crocodile or sobek. Magician's quite nice. You've got the ibis, you've got the idea of Thoth, you know, magicking up all sorts of things. I'd have liked to have seen the elements a little bit better depicted, but okay. She's all right. She's a bit traditional for my taste. She's a better empress, to be honest. You know, she's more radiant, she has more going on, more energy, and love that she's kind of got her feet sitting there on the moon. And he's good, you know, he really says emperor. You know, I'm the dude, I've mastered it, I'm there. I do like that they've got a girl for the Hierophant. A girl, a woman. But look at that. We have Aries. And we have all sorts of little symbols which do not tie into Egypt. Why do we have Aries in the Hierophant? That's a bit weird. And Taurus is being depicted in Gemini. Okay, that's a bit off. But again, that's a very good depiction. If you ignore the Taurus sign and the moon sign there, which should be Gemini, but okay. Have a look. It's quite a good depiction of the lovers, you know, with having choices to make, unification to bring. You know, I don't see the lovers as something that says, oh, you will find your loved one and you will be living happily ever after. It's more about resolving duality for me. Good Chariot, twins. The equivalences for these cards are totally off. The astrological is totally off. Because that should be Libra, of course. And again, no Maat, but again, she's a little bit closer to Maat. And Hermit. And the Hermit as... Okay, they're just like whatevering. They're not even bothering. That's okay. Okay, I do love that strength is in its rightful place. Okay. That's a bit mean. That's a bit mean. And death, again, poor Anubis, but okay. I'd have preferred to have seen Osiris here, but Temperance, which is represented more like an angel. I do like the Devil card. The Devil card actually works quite well. And that's a smashing tower. That's a really good tower. Doesn't really matter who you are. You're going down, baby. You're going down. And the star. Star is well depicted. She's a bit temperance-ish, isn't she? I'd like to have seen more sort of energy, but fair enough. So this is more of an Egyptian flavored kind of deck, right? The symbology, once again, is fairly off. So if you're looking for symbology, just try to look for the Rider-Waite-Smith symbology rather than, you know, Egyptian symbology, because it's just not there. And this is the world. It's a bit of a letdown. I do prefer the Nut, Geb and Shu in the Nefertari Tarot. Okay, so this is a Egyptian flavored deck. It shuffles nice and it handles nice and it's not too harsh. It will give you good readings, better readings than Nefertari for sure. I just find that for me, because I'm really into my Egyptian stuff, I really need more to go on, okay? I need more Egypt to read, to be able to read. And I know that that would make it a more specialist kind of deck. But if you're doing an Egyptian deck, you cannot just ignore that, okay? Or you can, but it makes it almost a nonsense. You're only doing it for prettiness. You're not doing it for the value of the wisdom that the Egyptians have to have handed down to us. So then begs the question, why are you doing it? Okay, so for me, it's interesting to work with because I love being surrounded by Egyptian things. But again, it's not an Egyptian deck to read as an Egyptian deck. It will read more as a cross between a Marseille and a Rider-Waite. Okay, and those are my thoughts on the matter, and they're very personal, so you might not agree with me, but please let me know what you think. I'll see you again soon. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and see you soon.